What up? What up? We good? We good to go?
Yes,
We
sir.
good? Let's get it. We are back. We are back at the buzzer, boy. Sorry, lost track of time, and I was halfway asleep with Zeke. I was almost out.
Man,
I was halfway asleep with Zeke. We was laying down. I said, "Oh shoot!" I'm glad my phone buzzed. I said, "Oh, so I got to get up here." So I was glad. So we made it by the buzzer. Let's go. We are back, y'all. TTE Tuesdays. Ready to talk ball life, everything going on. Ready to get it in. You know me, Vita, soy sauce over there. Soy, you already know how we start. How's the week going? What's going on your way?
hey man, this weather, bruh. This weather. Normally, I don't care about the weather, but it went from 65 degrees 4 days ago to 42 degrees and snowing the last 2 days. So I'm still dealing with that. I think I was dealing with that last week, but we dealing with that again this week.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's good with you over there, man?
So our weather just tonight hit technically like it was like level 3, whatever. I don't know what level that is. But we supposed to get a lot of wind and rain for pretty much the rest of the week. Cause I'm
Oh
like, man,
damn.
if y'all getting some snow, and my homie said they in Texas getting some snow, and some I said, man, we gotta be getting some. But it looks like we're just getting wind and rain around here. So we'll see what goes on from there weather wise. Uh yeah. Just got through 2 birthdays. We got a month gap before we got some more birthdays in the house, but we got nephew and niece's birthday within the next week. So this is just like a cluttered time for birthdays in our house
Damn.
and family. Yeah. So that's the tough part. Whoo. It, but yeah, besides that, man, we still haven't tried the Dubai chocolate yet, but we are going to try. It's literally just a timing thing right now. Like I'm getting off, my wife is doing school stuff, dipping out, coming back. So she was like, told you I ain't really like in a rush to try it myself, but I also know like all the girls in the house want to try it, and like schedules is just not lining up for us to go.
It's hella pricey, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It's hella pricey.
Told you there's no price that I won't pay the first time for food. I won't argue when I see it. It's after I pay for it, when I get the result, that I'm like, would I do this again or no?
That's facts.
Like you're gonna get when I see your price, I'm just gonna be like, all right, cool, I'm gonna pay it. After that, it's yeah, I wouldn't buy this again, or yeah, I'll buy it again.
You gotta earn it, like you said.
Yeah, I'll give you the first jumper for free. But again, I'm not buying certain things that I know like I don't like. Like I'm not gonna like I haven't had too much of it. I just don't think I'm gonna be a fan of Indian food. So I'm like
Indian food's
I'm
alright.
I'm never going out my way to get Indian food, and nobody around me naturally goes and gets it. So I'm not doing that. Like the stuff that I get is on the regular. So I'm like, all right, cool. If you kind of in my rotation, that's how we gonna rock, and then that's it. I'm not gonna like, but something new, like you said with the chocolate. I'm like, hey, who got this? Who got this? Who did what? We're gonna get some advice first. But like, all right, let me see who's messing with what.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
So like Mexican restaurants, right? I feel like my order can never be messed up because I feel like if you're just a decent Mexican restaurant, I'm always gonna order steak burrito or tacos.
Yeah,
And
they just always gonna do it right.
yeah, and you can't mess that up. But like if you want to do barbacoa or some pastor, you know what I'm saying, something else, that's when I'm like, this could get bad because it's not naturally what I want. And so yeah, nowhere's gonna mess up a steak taco or steak burrito.
I mean, I don't know, bro. I've had some places they messing up a steak burrito, either because they're overcooking the steak and it's chewy,
Yeah.
or they just burning it.
I think the separator for me in the burritos has been the beans.
The beans?
Yeah, like there's one specific place here for me. Like I love their beans. Everywhere else, the beans is just like they're just beans. But we got one spot here that is like nah, and they don't. It's on the side. Like I get my 3 tacos, the meat, cilantro, rice, and the beans is on the side. Like I love their beans. Like the beans is a separator. I think people like if you could tell who puts the time into them and who does them a little differently.
That's
That's
fair.
been the one thing that's been like the separator for me. So
I don't know. I'm not really much of a beans person.
nah. Not like on my burrito. Yeah, street tacos. Like I'm not gonna get them on it, but like when they do come, I just notice when there's good beans and when there's not.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's
sometimes
fair.
beans just feel like a filler, like they're just taking up space.
Are you a
So,
rice in your burrito person or not?
oh yeah. Like on burrito, yeah. On tacos, no.
Got you.
Burritos, yeah. Tacos, no. I'm cool.
Max Russian. Huh.
So you got on this week in the chat. Bring them to the podium about KD, man. Let the people know what you feel about the whole KD in the NBA situation that you talked to us about this week.
Bruh. So
Because I know, I told you I've been tapped out on the NBA, just not NBA, just kind of basketball, period. Nothing has caught me this year. So it's just like I've been pretty tapped out on it, to be honest with you. But when you mention that, like again, I'll let you share your thought. But like NBA as a whole, I've been tapped out. Basketball too, even like Madness.
So I guess there was a story that came out that started this for me. There was a story that came out a couple years ago before the Celtics.
Greg in the building, third leg Greg in the building. My bad.
Hey, what's up, Greg? Before the Celtics re-signed Jaylen Brown to continue to pair him with Jason Tatum, they said that there was a potential that they could have traded Jaylen Brown for Kevin Durant. This was like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
To me, and this is actually what brought up my thought that I'm about to give y'all. The Boston Celtics, there was another story that came out this year that said the Celtics can't continue to maintain keeping Porzingis and Drew Holiday, so they got to trade them potentially. So why don't they trade them for KD? Look, man, I'm sick of the KD being traded anywhere narrative. I hate it. Yeah. KD is not making a difference on any roster. He hasn't made a difference on the Brooklyn Nets. He didn't make a difference on where was he before that? Where was KD before the Nets? See, I can't even think.
He went from the Warriors to the Nets, right?
Oh yeah. So he didn't make a difference on the Nets. They was nasty when they was healthy, but that's always the issue. Somebody hurt. He ain't making a difference with the Phoenix Suns. I don't care how prolific of a scorer he is. He's not making a difference. And my gripe was he should be getting treated like Carmelo Anthony did around the time when he was being passed around from the Rockets to the Thunder to the Trailblazers. Like Carmelo was getting blackballed out the NBA, and he was damn near the same player as KD right now. I'm tired of the whole narrative of KD being traded somewhere is going to make a difference. It's not going to make a difference. The man is, 38? 38 years old, something like that?
Yeah, I think KD has to go to a spot where he can be the clear two, but you got to have the consistent one. Like,
I don't even think he should be the clear two because he shouldn't be the one in Phoenix. It should be Devin Booker, right?
Yeah.
The best fit for KD, and that ship is long gone sailed, was him going back to the Warriors. That was the best fit for KD.
Yeah.
Because of coaching, because of Steph, because you got Draymond over there. I don't care how reckless he is and what he did to Jordan Poole, and quite frankly, what he did to KD too. That was his by far best possible fit. The only other place for KD to fit, in my opinion, is the Denver Nuggets. And that ain't ever going to happen.
Nah. I'll be interested to see what he decides to do with whatever time he has left. I mean, what move he makes.
Yeah, I just don't think there's a coach out there right now outside of Steve Kerr, Greg Popovich, Steve Kerr and Greg Popovich right now that can coach KD the way he needs to be coached and put him in a position to win and be impactful. Yeah. I mean, when they brought him over when he was over in Brooklyn, they brought James Harden over. They hired Steve Nash, who got fired after a year.
Yeah.
Then he went to Phoenix. They got a whole new coaching staff, and they're just one of the worst teams in the league. I don't care where they are in the standings. They're just not good.
Yeah. I'm with you on the KD being the team lead guy. I think he can still fit as a two, but I think he has to be like clear two. Like that, I think that's where he has to be at.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like again, because I've been so tapped out of the NBA this year, I don't think I can find that situation for him, like off the top of my head right now. But
Yeah, KD
yeah,
he's not in a position to be able to make any demands. Like, my opinion, he has to be the 3. He has to be the number 3 option on the team. And he can't go to a team that's title ready. Like, if you take Porzingis and or Drew Holiday off of the Celtics and you replace them with KD, you got
yeah,
worse. Because you're losing shot blocking and you're losing
yeah.
one of the best defenders in the league in Drew
Yeah.
Holiday, who can guard 1 through 5. You're not about to tell me that you're going to let one of those guys or 2 of those guys go and get better with KD.
Yeah.
Not going to happen.
I think there's a portion of like the fan base and for some of those stars. Like once you're set and you're kind of all time standing for us, like you can ring chase, but it's like not gonna change anything for us. I think there is another part of us that kind of likes to just see you go out and just hoop and kind of maybe help a bad team become decent. We're like, oh, you got some dudes coming up in it. Like I feel like when they're towards that part of it, that can help out too.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
know, just the image of kind of how the fan base walks you out the league when you're on your way out.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to see baby KD in New York with Cat and Brunson. With KD being the clear number 3, like, yeah, you can have your games where you take over and do your thing and do what you need to do, but
Yeah.
I don't think KD can be the focal point of any team
Uh,
for the rest of his career. He shouldn't be.
Yeah, I don't think he should either. I don't think he should. I don't think he should. That's right. Well, anything else in this week going on? Oh, Raw recap. Raw recap. Uh,
Hell of a raw this
yeah.
week.
So the double DQ, Bean and Rhea's not gonna be in WrestleMania. It'll just be EO and Bianca.
Oh no, we still got a couple more weeks.
Yeah, we still got a couple, but technically because of how it ended, uh, it's just EO and Bianca in the match. But again, like I said, they're gonna have to find their way, some way to get them in there. Um, what you would call it? The Cena and Cody situation. I'm still on Cena's getting 17 at Mania. That's where I'm at.
I can't buy it.
Yeah,
I don't buy it for the sake of you sacrifice Cena as a face to essentially hand the keys in full to Cody for him to lose his first and probably only defense of his title at Mania. I don't know. I don't buy it. I'm a seller on that.
And then I had a homie who just hit me up. He was talking about Backlash. Because, we was talking about we got WrestleMania, and then, Raw comes here the week before it goes to Backlash in St. Louis. And he was telling me he gave up his Raw trip this year because, Cena's not guaranteed to be at Raw, but he's guaranteed to be at Backlash. And I was like, okay, that's kind of good to know. You know what I'm saying? For if I do decide to go. So that's what makes me think that they're gonna still want Cena to have some type of action at these PLEs. And I think the emphasis, like if he is to win at Mania, won't be more so him, but I think it would lead to The Rock and whoever else can kind of carry once Cena moves on.
I don't know.
Because The Rock has been, obviously I think it's the right thing to do. Not like he just kind of hasn't been around during this time because we got to give Cena his room to speak. But it's gonna be Mania. The Rock's gonna show up, and I think he's gonna, find his way to get the title. And I think that's where it's just gonna be like Cena was the guy in the middle to get 17 to be used here. So then that going forward, we can kind of walk him back out.
I still think he ends his career as a face. I don't think he leaves as a heel. I do think he still gets the record, but I don't think he gets it till SummerSlam.
Oh man,
I don't think he gets it till SummerSlam, and I actually think his last match is going to be with Randy Orton.
um, it took Jimmy having to get the life beat out of him to give Jay some type of
Some
motivation for Gunther.
substance.
Yeah, some substance. I didn't like the whole making Theory and Waller kind of fill her in with Jay but I like how they got it to, once Jimmy came in and, the way that they played that out last week, I felt like, might have put that spark in the people who people were starting to turn on Jay. They didn't want Jay to win at all. They wasn't buying into things. And I think now there can be that, what we kind of do want Jay to win, getting that,
Yeah.
momentum moving back that way.
I also think that was just the loud minority. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the loud minority of people that got a voice, that got a platform, that go and shout to the rooftops. I don't think Jay should win it. He ain't got a lot. He ain't got a big moveset. Like, come on,
Yeah.
man, chill out. Like, y'all was the same ones that was
Yeah.
yeeting when the Yeet Mania was happening.
Yeah. So, um, it does suck. I don't want to, but yeah, I'll say it sucks because you were promised like if you won the Rumble, you were supposed to main event Mania. Like that was kind of that's what I thought. Like the purpose of winning the Rumble was to main event Mania, and neither Rumble winners is gonna main event. Which I like. I get that. Obviously it's the triple threat night one, and then whoever Cody's, Cody and Cena night two. So like I get that, but as I said, it does take away a little bit of the win the Rumble main event Mania. Like
I
I
think it
feel like
does.
that.
I think it does for
Yeah.
now, but I'm glad that they're not forcing it on us, right? Like
Or at least it felt like during the broadcast they put an emphasis on that.
yeah, yeah. Because the
Now,
whole
I'm the
the whole
person who
Tiff and the
also
whole Tiff
thought,
and Charlotte
yeah,
thing to me is being forced. Like I'm glad they're not forcing that on us. And
yeah,
I'm also glad they're not forcing the Jay Gunther on us because like in my opinion, I think Jay wins and I think Sammy comes back at
yeah,
Mania and does the same thing that Jay did and does the same thing that everyone else did last year when Sammy was on his way to the ring against Gunther. Give him the, hey man, you got this.
yeah. I I also thought main eventing Mania just meant you were on the card. I didn't think it meant being the last match of the night.
Oh yeah, you wrapping up night one.
Yeah, so when they was like main event, I was like, oh, you're on the card. Like then when they was like, oh no, you closed the night out. I was like, oh, that's what y'all call. Okay. Now I understand the difference. So I thought it was like when I saw that, I was like, okay, well the winner should get that. But you see how this kind of turned out. So
Yeah. And I mean last year the main event of night one was the tag team match. So you didn't get the Rumble winner of the women main eventing that. I mean, you got Cody
yeah,
main eventing night two, obviously against Roman, but night one
yeah,
you had the tag team match with Rockin' Roman versus Seth and Cody.
Cody. Yeah. So
But
I am excited to see what they do. Well, I feel like it is the pace of the matches are going to slow down because they're building up for Mania. So we're definitely here now. Big month, April, WrestleMania 19th to 20th, NFL draft at the end of the month. And March Madness finishing up, slowly getting into NBA playoffs. So it's about that time, and then we'll hit that dead zone of getting ready for NFL season. NFL season has had some news and laws and whatever you want to call them change. So far, what I have seen on the NFL end is the brotherly shove tush push was split straight down the middle, 16 and 16 each way. It is postponed until one of the J months,
May,
June or
yeah,
July.
I think it was May.
And yeah, I could have sworn it was June or July. I'd be probably May or June just to be closer. One of them, it was postponed, and the people who want to ban it have to find a way to persuade 8 people to change it, or nothing changes. So if it stays at 16, if it stays split down the middle, nothing's gonna change. The play is still good. We've made our stance. You want to ban the play? This is not the show for you. Just gone somewhere else. Get out of here.
That's soft.
Don't be a weenie about it. So that's where we're at with that.
Yeah, you can't
Um,
stop a play, so
yeah,
let's ban it.
I can't stop it. So that's on that. There's gonna be 3 games on Christmas. 3 games on Christmas now. But the last game will be on Amazon Prime. So I seen that. It'll be the 2 games. So I'm gonna assume it's gonna work like the Thanksgiving schedule. We'll have a noon, we'll have a 3, and we'll have a 7. Like that's I just assume that's how it will go, like a regular Sunday NFL slate time. So
It's gonna be a lot of sports on Christmas Day, man.
I forgot the kickoff rule. I think is now moved up to the 35.
Yeah,
on touchbacks.
Yeah,
touchbacks are moving up to the
35. Before the touchbacks were to the 30.
Yeah,
and then like the fair catches, if for some reason you fair caught it within the zone, it would be at the 20.
Yeah. So,
we got a poll in the chat. Do y'all think Cena will break the record? We got 67% yes, 33% no.
trying to think if there's any other officiation. New league rule: teams are now allowed 4 alternate or throwback jersey games.
Oh yeah, 4 times.
Yeah, so you're up to 4 times now. The Tennessee Titans have officially changed their home jersey to their blue jersey. And I think they're still in the talks of, for those fashion football heads, a 3rd color helmet being in rotation.
That would be dope.
So I know they allow it to do it like on special jersey nights, but I think they're going to fully allow a 3rd color jersey to be in 3rd color helmet to be in rotation.
That would be dope.
Yeah, so we'll see from there what it looks like. I still never really understood why there was like a restriction on jersey color combinations and all of that.
Me neither. You would think that'd be some sort of like a marketing tool for them to make so much more money, man. Like, you already got people out there that are making money off of secondhand jerseys because they're making their own little, alternate jerseys. What could be kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what's getting me. Yeah, I just never understood. Like, I understood, like, even like period. Like for example, last year the Eagles brought back the Kelly Greens like on a traditional thing. Like, I don't understand why they were limited to the amount of times they could wear it. I just feel like as long as one team is light and the other team is dark, when they get on the field, everything should be fine. Yeah. So that there's no two. Like, I just always that's just how I felt. Like, I feel like that's just what it should have been. So I don't understand.
I think they need to get rid of the damn sock rule in the NFL. Yeah, that one's still weird to me. Like, I understand uniformity, but like, chill out, man.
Yeah, some of that stuff was just a little too. It was anal. It seemed like people were just overdoing it, man. I mean, it just seemed like everybody was overdoing it with some of the certain rules. I do miss the breast cancer awareness pink stuff, man. That was a fly time in the game to me.
Yeah,
I felt like every team honoring the breast cancer awareness and the pink accessories was off the chain. But that was also like the big point where I learned in the NFL that it's about money and who's willing to pay to have their stuff on there and get approved. Richard Sherman was like, I can drink, Bud Light after here, but I can't drink Budweiser. Do y'all know why that is? Because of sponsorships. So they're like, they're not mad that I'm drinking beer after the game. They're mad at what beer I'm drinking.
They're mad at drinking the wrong beer.
Yeah, that's it. So that was just the problem. So
got to be some sort of sense of control, man. Like, they got to have control to a certain extent.
Have you ever watched the 30 for 30 broke?
About players going broke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is my favorite 30 for 30. Yeah, the pink accessory. That is my favorite 30 for 30. I was talking with dude at work today about it, and it's crazy how so many people don't know how NFL players get paid over the course of a year.
Yeah.
Like or professional players get paid throughout the course of the year.
How to get like game checks.
Yeah, like their payment is literally only during the weeks of the regular season.
Yeah.
So OTAs, off season, all of that, like there's no more checks. You know what I'm saying?
You better have something saved up. Like, who says it the best? Jeff Teague. So Jeff Teague talks about it a lot, and he's super candid. Like, He was like, man, I got my game check and I opened it up. It was a cool 250,000. I was excited. And then he was like, I seen Joe Johnson, so I opened his up too. I seen 2 million. I said, hold on, man, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Get my funky, you know, whatever. I think he said like 25K or something. He's like, get my funky 25K out here. This man got 2 million in one game.
And I think the NBA, remember Anthony Davis, I think I just recently say he picks his to get paid on the 1st and 15th of every month. He was like, he said there's certain ways you could set it up. But I know it's a little different for every sport, but in the NFL, as far as I remember and know, they're only getting paid for the weeks they play during the regular season.
Yep.
And then not everybody in that locker room has endorsements. Not everybody has, safety blankets or nothing.
Yep.
You have to play 5 years to get a retirement package, and most of them don't do 3 or 4. So when so many of us be like, cut this dude, they're like, I just need 1 more year for a retirement plan.
Like, don't cut me, just keep me 53, bro. That's all I need.
Like, I just need to make the 53 so I can get retirement. So
then they got the incentive-based guys who, like we seen Mike Evans to get that 1,000 yards this year. Baker got him an extra, 250K with that catch at the end of the game.
Yep.
And his consecutive 1,000-yard streaks.
Yeah, that's the funny part. Like some of people, when we talk about, I say, hey man, I know we can structure contracts and overpay, underpass it, but remember, you were talking about somebody's money that they're like, and you wouldn't want nobody coming up to your job and being like, you know what I'm saying? Starting to budge about what you should and shouldn't be getting paid. So that be getting me. That be getting me.
So stop pocket watching, y'all. Stop pocket watching.
Man. You can't save money. Like in the NFL, like even if you got like the Patriots, even if you got $100+ million in cap space, you're still obligated to spend like 85-90% of that. You can't just hoard it until the next year and be like, we're gonna save it, so we got 200 million next year. Like, nah, you can't. Like, you are required to spend a certain amount of money. So somebody on that roster is gonna be overpaid, and somebody on that roster is going to be underpaid. Yeah, you just want to hope. You just want to hope and pray your better players on your roster are the ones that's underpaid. That's what you want to hope.
Yep. And I mean, there's a certain lifestyle that you live. Like, I can sit here and tell you that, oh man, I live a minimalist lifestyle, but like,
hell no.
The reality of it is, man, is look, when you're around millionaires spending millions of dollars, you gonna drop a couple $1,000s on some clothes, on some shoes, on stuff that you always wanted.
I forgot one of the OGs in the 30 for 30 was like, he said, yo, the day that the season end, he said, game in Sunday. He said, I get home on Monday. He said, I got a Visa black card waiting right there. He was he said for the past 16 weeks, I'm used to living a certain lifestyle because of the travel. So, to travel to games, to send money here, send money there. He said, so when you see that black card, he said, I might have enough money to last me through a month. He said, but then come back around and I'm like, oh shoot, I got to, kind of front something. And he said, man, by the time you get back to it, your first 2-3 game checks is gone because you're just trying to pay that card back off.
Man. Hey, that's where it seemed like in the NFL.
You got to pay for your own training. Like if you're going to do training and all that stuff.
Nutritionist.
Nutritionist, all that.
It's like the safest position in the NFL is almost to be an O-lineman because it's like, y'all boring, you ain't going to do nothing. Like, come on, man. You ain't flashy. Don't nobody care about marketing with O-linemen. I mean, being an O-lineman wasn't cool until Jason Kelsey just recently.
I was laughing. Somebody just went from Green Bay to the Raiders. Can't think who. And they was like, oh, I'm glad I'm here now. They was like, because in Green Bay, you ain't got nothing to do. They was like, I think they mentioned Keith Lee and was like, I'm a foodie. I can go try all the food spots in Vegas now. So it was like, I said, all right, man. I wanted to comment, don't go to this place, but I can't. The breakfast spot was so underrated, I don't want to mention its name again. Kershaw Tava forever. Yeah, I can't even remember.
Hill. Trash.
Blueberry Hill. I knew it was blue something.
Blueberry Hill in Las Vegas. Hill. There's 2 locations apparently. He sent us to the trash one. I don't care what the other one tastes like because I'm not going to go to it.
Hey, that's funny. But that turkey leg hunt, I still want to go back to that to get the one that your brother got, the The crawfish one.
Yeah, it was like the surf and turf one.
Yeah, the surf and turf.
Surf and turf turkey leg, bro. Them turkey legs is huge.
Hidden, man.
I was done for the They was talking about let's go walk around. I was like, nah, bro. You see the turkey leg we just ate? Only walking I'm gonna do is right back to the car because
turkey leg hunt was fire.
Done.
Hibachi time was fire.
Hibachi time.
I know you went back and got that, but that day hibachi time. So I told you I had got the scallops, I had got the lobster, everything. That mug was fire.
I messed up getting the fried rice because it was a little greasy and made my stomach hurt. But everything else, man, hibachi time, yes.
I can't think of what the other. Oh, Soy had his first birria tacos out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
hey, the first birria tacos out there, so we was lit. We had a good time with that.
Them birria tacos was nice.
Yeah,
I want to go out there and I want to try that breakfast spot that Keith Lee be gatekeeping low key. I think it was the only breakfast sandwich he gave a 10.
Oh, so it's like the half sandwich, the egg sandwich thing?
Yeah.
That's where I want to go to.
I'm trying to try that place.
Yeah, I'm gonna find it. I know that one. I don't know the name, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, that's one I want to go to.
Because I think he went there with Shannon Sharp too when he was on Shannon Sharp's show.
Yeah,
he went there with him. I'm trying to try that.
Yeah, no, that spot definitely is on the list to go to.
Them big name spots be low key overrated, man. Facts.
Dudes found a spot, but we found it like right after we left from there. And he caught it like right before Keith Lee did a review for it.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "Hey, bro, we got to go back to here." And it was like he said it was in the strip club off the strip. I said, "Okay, it's called 303 in the Cut." He said, "We got to go back. We got to go here when we go back." Now it's kind of like it's kind of blown up.
It's popping up.
But I still be watching their page. So every now because it pops up. I'm like, okay, like their quality or nothing ain't changed. They still functioning out their food truck on the strip in the middle of the night. So I said, cool. I said I would definitely go there. So, woo! Yeah, definitely making that trip.
Ready for that top 10 ranking, man?
Ready for the top 10 rankings. This week, y'all with us. We are ranking top 10 defensive players. I don't know if you still have the list from last week.
Yeah, I still got it up.
Can you pull them up real quick? And we could just get a quick review of the last week, y'all. We did top 10 positions, head coaches, quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, tight ends. We didn't get to O-line because, O-line, how that go. I feel like that could be very simple. We kind of know the top guys. You get in that middle part, get a little nasty to me.
Yeah, we ain't even gonna mess around with the middle part.
Yeah.
Where you want to start from last week?
Let's check out our top 10 head coaches. Let's start with our top 10 head coaches we had last week and just kind of review the list. We're a week away from it now. The chat can help us out. Except for Greg was in the building with us. And let's see what we're ranking if we were tripping or not when we did this list. Because I was thinking about this list throughout the week. Was like, was we too high, too low on somebody? So,
all right, top 10 coaches. We got Andy Reid at 1. Nick Sirianni made his way to 2. Sean McVay, Matt LaFleur at 4. Kevin O'Connell, John Harbaugh of the Baltimore Ravens, Dan Campbell, Mike Tomlin dropped to number 8. Sean McDermott and Kyle Shanahan wraps us up at number 10.
I actually wasn't really tripping off the list where we had it. I really wasn't. Like, I think the only section where I can probably kind of look back and argue is the LaFleur, O'Connell, Harbaugh area.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I feel like we could move Harbaugh up.
Yeah,
like I feel like he could go up.
I think originally we did, but we gave Harbaugh the same flack that we started to give Mike Tomlin. You get there, you get there every year, but you don't do nothing with your opportunity, dog. You get out of character, you start doing out of character things, and you've done it multiple years. So I think that's kind of what bumped him down from 4 to 6.
Yeah. And I looking back, I was like, I felt like we did the right thing instead of just shoving Tomlin towards the top like we normally do.
Mm-hmm.
Being like, hey, we got to kind of hold you accountable for some of this stuff too here recently, man.
Yeah.
So
yeah. And
now overall head coaches, cool with.
Yeah, I think that space right there from 6 to 8, Harbaugh, Campbell, Tomlin, shoot McDermott, those four guys almost they kind of got the end of the y'all keep getting there and keep doing nothing with it.
Yeah.
With some great rosters. So
Yeah.
here go our top 10 quarterbacks. Pat Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, Matt Stafford, Baker Mayfield, CJ Stroud, Jared Goff, and Justin Herbert at 10. How we feeling about that, man? I don't know. 8 through 10 to me is pretty interchangeable with 11. Like I could see Jordan Love continuing to get into that top 10. Like I could probably make the argument for it over and over. But Baker on up don't change.
I think I would still currently keep the 8 to 10 over Jordan.
Cool.
Like again, if it wanted to be changed, like I wouldn't. I don't think I would fight it, but I think I would keep my order like that there too.
Yeah. Like I mean, I think we had obviously if we had Paula in here and he made the argument for Jordan Love at 10. Cool. Sam over Gino. Yeah. Go 12.
Samuel L. Donalds. Samuel L. Donalds.
You ready to go on the running backs?
Yep.
Got our top 10 running backs. Shayshawn Barkley, King Henry, CMC, Bijan, Josh Jacobs, Jahmyr Gibbs, Kyron Williams, James Cook, James Conner, and Alvin Kamara. What running backs are on the outside looking in that you can make an argument for? Because Alvin Kamara at 10 is a tough one to make an argument to knock out the list.
Yeah, it is. I can't think of one like immediately off the top of my head.
Who's not on this list?
There's nobody I can think of immediately off the top to be like, this person should be in there.
Let's go Russian leaders.
Just looking for names. Just looking for names.
This a name this a list we'll look at.
Oh, we got
I think Buck and Irving and Aaron Jones were two names that we talked about.
we don't got Jonathan Taylor, do we?
We don't have Jonathan Taylor in here. Damn, we don't have Jonathan Taylor in here. I think it was hard for us to put him in there regardless of where he stood. He only played 14 games and he was still number 4 in the league in rushing, right behind Bijan, who played 17. But I don't know, man. I think Jonathan Taylor's starting to be one of those guys who he's not a sexy name, but he's still gonna produce.
Man, I know we love the dude, but I think now that I just remember we did forget about Taylor, I think I would have to move Connor out for Taylor.
Damn, Connor out.
Because I just can't still justify Kamara not being in there. Because I know when he's good to go, he's still Purdue, like he's still one of the dudes.
Where's Connor at on this list?
Yeah, but it would be Taylor. Taylor would be the name. Taylor would be the name.
Cool.
Whether even if he just stays right at 11, which I think he'll go higher, like he'll still be right there.
Cool. Yeah, I'm cool with that either way. That's our top 10 running backs. Takes us into the top 10 receivers. Now this was a list for us. It got a little messy after the top 5, man. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But Jamar Chase at 1, Jettas, AJ Brown, CeeDee Lamb, Tyreek Hill are our top 5. Amon Ra, biting the tongue in cheek for Vita with Amon Ra at 6. Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams, Nico Collins, and Mike Evans at 10.
Yeah, I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? I don't think there's really too much I could change.
Yeah,
Even looking back.
not really. Especially looking at who comes from 11 to 15, like with DK being at 15, I almost feel like we could probably even move DK below switch JSN and DK. But DK seems to be the line right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I ain't even mad at this list. I'm cool with it. I know there were still some guys who remember first year players, rookies, 1 year will not make the list.
Yeah. The exception was Jaden Daniels being as high as he was on our quarterback list,
Yeah,
but
Jaden got through top 10. Remember top 10. You know what I'm saying? There's way more receivers, so that line might drop to 15-ish, but we gotta have that second season.
yeah.
We gotta have that second season.
Tight ends. This one was a pretty easy list, man. We almost left one dude out of there in Mark Andrews, but we ended up getting him in there. Draft Travis Kelce, George Kittle, Trey McBride, Brock Bowers, Sam Laporta, Tucker Kraft, Dallas Goedert, Jonu Smith, Mike Gesicki, and Mark Andrews at 10. Now, before y'all get on us for why is Mark Andrews 10, he's been injured the last couple years. It's tough to put him. It's tough to put him any higher.
Yeah.
Especially when everyone above him is they're playing. You know, they're on the field.
Yep.
Jason top 15, but Saul 16.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That stuff was about to be bad. Yeah. Yeah, JSN, my dude.
Obviously, Brock Bowers is one of those names you look at being a rookie on this list. You can't tell me that any of those tight ends below him. You can't make an argument for any of those tight ends below him.
Yeah, there's only so many of them too. Yeah, there's only so many tight ends right now too.
And I'm gonna say this: anytime we talk about tight ends, man, we was on this train 2 years ago when people kept putting Kyle Pitts as a generational tight end, top. What'd they say? Top 3.
It was wild, man. People need this. There's a sect of people who was banging for Kyle Pitts who just walked into the sunset with no consequences, and they need to pay for that crime. They need to pay for that crime.
Yeah, let's see where Kyle Pitts is on the list for receiving this year, and if he even cracks it, he ain't even cracking the top 50.
Just actually crazy.
Kyle Pitts is 66. 17 games, 47 catches, 74 targets, 602 yards. Everybody that said Kyle Pitts was a generational talent, top 3 tight end in the league 2 years ago.
Crazy that I'm about to say this line because it has to hinder my man D Hop also, which is down there at number go to 66, right where Kyle Pitts was again. It sucks that I'm gonna have to say this about Kyle Pitts, but I'm not gonna lie. If you're behind the great white hope that is Adam Thielen after missing so many games, you got some problems, y'all. There's some soul searching to do if you're behind my great white hope that is Adam Thielen, and he only played 10 games. Seek the Lord, brother, this offseason because it's just not acceptable, man. My dog Thielen went out in the Raiders game and came back and still gave us 10, 6, 15, and 5 touchdowns. And like you said, man, if you're behind Adam, I got a problem with you, man.
I don't even think Kyle Pitts makes the top 15, bro.
Hold up. Tyler Lockett really only had 2 touchdowns this year? The hell not. Gino throwing all these deep bombs to him and he only had 2? I could have sworn Tyler had at least 4, 5 of them in his back pocket.
No, man. Tyler.
Xavier Worthy played 7 more games than Adam Thielen for only what? Like 30 yards.
A handful more catches. A couple more yards.
Adam Thielen hoops in 10 games. That's all people. Yeah, Adam Thielen hoops.
He would have cracked 1,200 easily with those extra games. And because Bryce was balling at the end, bro.
Yeah, and there's a bigger issue I'll talk about with that too. But Adam Thielen hoops. But Canales had a Deontay Johnson love issue in the beginning of the season. He was trying to help that brother out. I'm glad he finally got off of him now. We good. If you're behind Adam Thielen, I can't defend you going into next year.
All right, so our defensive line top 10. So it breaks it down into 2 different position groups in interior D linemen and D ends. So we might gonna have ourselves 2 different lists for D line.
Yeah.
So the number 1 D lineman interior in the league right now. Gotta be Chris Jones, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I
Chris
will go
Jones.
Chris.
For me, I'm gonna be selfish. I'm gonna say Jalen Carter's too.
Shoot. I gotta go. I ain't fighting that either, but Sexy Dex gotta be up there.
Oh yeah, Dexter Lawrence for sure. And if we need to, we could even pop into some rosters if we need. But who you got next?
Vita. I'm just trying to think.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of names that should be up there, and then maybe we can
Show.
sort through.
What's brother name on the Steelers? Cameron Hayward.
Hayward.
Cam Hayward for sure.
Yeah, I'm trying to just think of the names who should be in the top 10, and then we can.
Brother from the Seahawks.
Yeah, interior right now, except for interior.
I can't think of his name.
You know who's a name that?
What's the brother from the Seahawks name?
Leonard.
Yes.
Leonard.
Leonard Williams?
Yeah. I really like Osa. I don't know how high people should be on him, but I mean, Osa Digizua is I'm not gonna say put him in there, but that was just a guy who this year I felt like hoop. And
I gotta go to some rosters.
I don't know where you're at on the DJ Reader train. You know what might be the most childish way to do this?
What's that?
Just so we make sure we're not missing names. Madden ratings.
Oh, okay.
Like, just so we're not forgetting a name.
That's a good idea.
I know there's a huge majority of people who love to PFF grade this.
Quinnen Williams.
Quinnen, that's what we forgot. Quinnen. We was right with the top, Chris, Dexter, Vita. We was right there. Then
damn, DeForest Buckner that high. I put Quinnen above Cam and Leonard, to be honest with you.
Quinnen, that's what like DJ Reader. Matabuke. And I know they ain't hit my guy Derek Brown that hard. I mean, I know he did get hurt like first game, but God,
Matabuke right here? Who's 8, 9, 10? We getting DeForest Buckner. DeForest Buckner got to be in there.
Yeah, Matabuke, I'm cool with that one too. And shoot,
where's Matabuke on here? Damn, the drop off is crazy.
The hell they do to my guy Derek Brown?
Hey, yo, Derek Brown. Derek Brown ain't even in the 70s?
Because he was hurt. Maybe they take they'd be laughing because he's hurt. His rating's all the way down there. Just saying the DB should be up there. At least, God dogs.
Yeah, no, he ain't anywhere close. He probably down in the 60s because he's hurt. Shot totals, damn.
Yeah, no, if he's under shot total, forget that.
All right, cool. Let me scroll back up. You said Matabuke. Where's Matabuke at?
Let me get my guy DB at 10 because that's crazy. I gave him
Derek Brown at 10?
Yeah.
Then you said Matabuke?
Yeah.
Do they have him as a...
He might technically be a
DN? Jonathan Allen's still up there. We want Jonathan Allen at 9.
You know who we should put at 9 just off of pure respect, even though he's coming back. He just signed today. Calais Campbell.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Calais just re-signed with the Cardinals today. At least that's what I thought I saw. We should just
Calais
get
Campbell. Bro, gonna be about 40 years old, huh?
yeah.
Cool. That's D tackles. Can I just switch to by position? Best by
Yep.
position.
Madden's gonna be weird because some's gonna be probably OLBs and edges, but we'll go with edges. And
Oh, I got it as right end and left ends.
we can look at both. Yeah, we're just looking
Defensive
for the
ends.
names. We only looking for 10 names anyway. All right, so they got Cam Hayward right in. See, we had Cam Hayward on the inside. So top 10 edges, period. Edges, period. So that means we're gonna be looking at. I don't want to say outside. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Myles Garrett, Trey Hendrickson. Look, there go Derek Brown right there.
Oh, they got him as an end.
Yeah,
You
Myles
gotta keep in
Garrett.
mind this is right end. So there's still the left ends where you got TJ Watt or TJ Watt. Who
I
else
say
will
we
be on the other
just
side?
list as the top 10 edges, period.
Bet. Yeah. Edges
Yeah, this the
period.
top 10.
Miles
This the
Garrett
top
number 1.
I'm just getting the names out. Miles, TJ, Trey. Micah's
Micah,
gonna be on here as an OLB, probably.
Michael Parsons,
Will Anderson should be up there.
Will Anderson for sure. Daniil Hunter. Let me go and pull up the left ends.
Yeah, pull up the left so we can just get the names.
Best by role. What is best by role? Oh, that's just lineman, period. Oh no, that's D lineman. All right, let me see.
That's that is funny.
Position left defensive ends. This goes the other half. Nick Bosa, Aiden
Oh, yeah,
Hutchinson.
Nick, Aiden. Yo, the top 10 is like stacked. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the top 10 is stacked. Look, there go Leonard Williams. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. Yeah.
There go Matabike.
Russo, his name should be up there.
And 10. We got Jalen Carter as an end too. It don't make sense. DeMarcus Lawrence. Who's 10?
Look at the outside linebackers. Because I bet you there's a name sitting over there that I'm just forgetting.
Left outside linebacker. Micah TJ. Oh, Max Crosby. Oh, Lord.
You see what I'm saying? Like some of these.
Jared Verse.
Yeah, Max.
Damn.
We already have Micah's name on the list, right, man? I look at the other OLBs. Look at the other ones because we've definitely got our 10. I bet you if we look at the other side, we could just order these 10 right here. Which I think makes it more fun because most of these dudes are.
So it says left outside, right outside. Khalil Mack, Alex Highsmith. Highsmith is the dog. Brian Burns, Josh Sweat. Oh my goodness. You know, I don't think anyone on the right side will replace anybody on this list.
Nah. But now ordering these 10, like if we just ordered these 10 on this list right now, would be insane.
Damn.
So I can tell you this right now. Go ahead and move Russo to 10 and Mbadamuke to 9. Because the argument starts from there up. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Max Crosby, definitely top 3. My opinion. Like it's hard for me to take Trey out of that 3 spot because he's led the league in sacks the last couple years. But Max Crosby, man.
See, I would take Max to 3. and I would take Micah over Trey, and Trey would be 5.
Bet. How we looking with the list like that?
And I think after that, like honestly, I'm under cool.
That's crazy seeing this list like this, like actually seeing the top 10.
But I know people are gonna separate them, but I think you're just an edge player. You're just an edge player. I don't want to get into, but
Yeah, the whole linebacker, outside linebacker, inside
Yeah.
linebacker, like I'm not with that. We cool with this?
Aiden over Nick or nah?
What is he? He was in year 2.
Aiden was on a tear before he got hurt. Nah, well, we're cool. I'll keep Nick there. I'm good with this.
Yeah, I'm cool with this.
I'm good with this.
Linebackers. Now let's just throw names out there before we go and look at the list, because I feel like we'll look at the list when we need to, but
I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's just Fred Warner. It's just Fred Warner and then the gang.
hey,
It's just
yo,
where I'm at with like
Fred Warner, everyone else.
that is where it's at for me, and that's kind of just how I feel.
Ain't even mad at that.
I know the Roquan truthers might be. It's just Fred Warner and the rest.
Roquan is not like that, bro. I probably have Roquan at the bottom end of the top 10.
Like I really feel like we'll be splitting hairs about any other name, and I'm not gonna do that when I feel like the number one guy is just.
Yeah, no, that's facts. That's facts. Because then, I mean, if you look at all the other linebackers, you're pretty much just going off of preference, favorability, familiarity. You know what I mean?
And I don't feel like it's like, when we did the edges, we were like, okay, this guy's usually on the edge, or you want to outside linebacker him or whatever. You got other names up there, like, you can look at Dre Greenlaw or Ty Smith or Big Dog Logan. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, you got some, but it's just like it's a cluster of good linebackers, but they're still to me just a class down from Fred.
Yeah, facts. Fred's definitely in the class of
like literally when I look at that list currently, you could just put that up there, copy and paste, and I just would stop arguing. Roquan, Bobby, I would move Bobby down, a little bit. Logan.
I probably got Bond at 3.
Logan,
he probably got him as an outside.
All right, Logan would have to be up there. Like Logan would definitely be up there.
Logan, damn, wait a minute.
Is he on the right?
They have him on right? No.
They better not. Where the hell Logan at? There you go.
Logan Wilson, 14. I mean, it is Madden, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they hold my guy. I'm messing with Logan.
Give Drew Tranquil a higher ranking than Logan Wilson.
Go back to the middle linebacker list, please. But not to be dismissive of the rest of the guys. It's Fred 1. And even just looking at the list, Roquan will be in it, but he trust me, he's lost some luster for me.
He's like 7.
Yeah, Levante, Bobby.
Zach Bond got to be up there. Zach Bond.
Zach will get his love.
David.
I don't want to be dismissive of him, but it's Fred and the rest.
Yeah, I ain't even going to bother putting anybody else on here, just for the fact that you could literally go through every linebacker in the league and make an argument for everybody to be on 6 and down.
Yeah, so
but that just is what it is. So
we ain't gonna kill that.
Corners?
DBs! Corners, specifically corners. I think we could top 10 the corners. And then the safeties together.
Let's see. Cornerbacks. Going off Madden ratings. Pat Surtain, Jalen Ramsey, Sauce Gardner, Trent McDuffie, Derek Stingley, Marlon Humphreys, and Denzel Ward, Jair Alexander. That's a solid list. The top 15 on this list is not bad.
I would move Jalen over AJ.
Jalen
Johnson.
Johnson over AJ Terrell. I agree.
Yeah.
AJ Terrell was getting cooked this year, low key. So we cool with P2 there at 1.
Yeah.
We cool with Ramsey at 2, or is he right now
No.
just at 2 for name? Like I don't have
At-
him low key, probably barely on the outside of the top 10.
He's outside of 5 for me, but it would be like Pat. You know, I'm a Stingley
Sauce.
dude, so it would be Pat. So you could do Pat, Sauce, Stingley, McDuffie, Marlon, Denzel, Jair Gonzalez, Jalen Johnson.
Humphrey. We had Denzel Ward here. Kind of
Yeah.
what's showing there.
Yeah.
I don't know that I can have Jair right here.
Oh yeah, I'll move Jair out. My bad. I'll move him down. I still mess with Christian. He would be up. Can you go down on the list? I feel like there is a name.
Deron Bland, Shavarius Ward, Marshawn Lattimore. I ain't gonna lie, I like Marshawn Lattimore in this top 10. Deron Bland, I think, has earned his way into this conversation for sure.
Yeah, that back half of it, that's where it gets muddy for me.
But for the sake of it, we'll put Jalen Johnson here.
Yeah,
Actually, I
Jalen
think
Johnson.
this is where you could probably put Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, Ramsey, Johnson after.
And then 10 is kind of just the line.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
You could even just throw a question mark up because I feel like there's a decent amount of guys you can argue around.
Yeah, I agree. And I mean, like you said, man, I don't think you could put any of the rookies in here. A couple rookies had a hell of a year, but you know, like you said, I don't think you can. Quinyon definitely had a hell of a year. J.C. Horn, outside of injuries, had a hell of a year.
Yeah.
But cool. That is corners. Let's go to safeties.
We'll just do safeties overall and then be able to call it a day.
Strong safeties and free safeties. Damn, of course it has it. Well, let's see about roles. Safeties.
Jesse Buddha, Durham, Minka, McKinney,
Jesse
Winfield.
Bates, number 1? I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like Jesse 1 either. I'm a Kyle 1 guy.
Yeah, Kyle's 1 to me.
Yeah.
Kyle Hamilton 1. I'd be cool putting Buddha 2.
Yeah, I'm Kyle, Buddha,
Derwin is cool there.
Minka. McKinney. Winfield. And then I would argue between Bates and Branch, but I like Branch better.
I like Brian Branch better too. Honestly, would say put to put CJ Gardner Johnson here above Bates. That's just me, selfishly.
I ain't mad at it.
How is Jordan Poyer, Jeremy Chin, Jalen Petrie, Javon Holland is way down there. Jeez.
Yeah.
9 and 10.
If I had to throw two names, yeah, probably Kirby and Justin Reed. Even though I feel like Hugh should be up there, keeping it real.
No, I'm cool with that list.
All right. Top 10 defensive. So we're done with offense and defense now. We'll mess around with the special teams later. I can hear too much yelling going on downstairs. So it's definitely about time for me to wrap it up. So any final thoughts before we get out of here?
Nah, man. I think we solid. We were able to knock out top 10 across the board for all positions. Obviously, we haven't done any special teams, and we probably won't because that's kind of just hearsay. But that's more of a top 5 list, if anything.
All kickers suck. That's the position now. Hate all of them. Disappointing us.
If your name ain't Young Ho Koo, then
yeah. No, he about to get right out of Atlanta too.
I seen that.
They about to egg roll his behind too. So he almost out of there too. All right, y'all. We will be back next Tuesday. We're going to work through again. We'll be technically 2 weeks away from the NFL draft, WrestleMania. We will be going live again for Mania and for round 1 of the NFL draft.
John O'Neill Challenge year 3.
John O'Neill Challenge year 3. We're gonna get into that, which is technically year 4, but 1 year we went to the draft, so we didn't do it there. We wasn't spending that much. $6.54 Gatorade, not even the big one, the small one, ridiculous.
Ain't even had no water spigots out there like for free water.
Yeah, it's stupid. So all right, y'all. We are before we get up here next Tuesday, we'll have the official thumbnail for the Mania watch along and for the draft watch along, so that's set and locked in and we can get that going. I'll try to get us a short made. For a reminder for the rules of the John O'Neill Challenge, get us a belt made so we can actually give it away this year and get Soy for going back to back. We got to double pay him on the back end for having a back-to-back champion on that. So we're ready to rock. Thanks for rocking with us, y'all. We'll be back next Tuesday. Ready to get it in. If any comments, questions, whatever, y'all know, drop them below or get with us. We out, y'all.
See y'all later.